What's up, everybody? This is Carl from Techful Goodies, and today we are looking at the FIFINE AmpliGame gaming mixer. Okay, so this is a USB and XLR audio mixer that allows you to be able to use your XLR microphone and hook it up directly to your computer. Now, the sound that you're hearing right now, I've gone ahead and hooked up a just generic USB microphone to my computer. And USB microphones are good, but if you are a person who wants to use an XLR microphone, you're going to want an XLR audio interface to be able to hook it up to your computer or some other devices like that. And that's where the AmpliGame gaming mixer comes in. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the box here. And then we'll explain how to use it, do some recording tests, and see how it works, okay? So in the box, you get the device itself. It's actually a very nice looking device. I got this one in white in particular because I'm going to use it on my desk behind me when I get that set up, and I have sort of a black and white and gray theme going. But as you can see here, on the back here, you have your XLR input. You have the ability to change from a dynamic to a condenser microphone. You have a headset port that allows you to go ahead and monitor. If you want to, you can monitor in real time. It has line in, another headphone jack, a line out, and a USB port. So this USB-C port goes directly to your computer, takes all of the stuff that's coming in here and combines it together into one signal for your computer. So for example, if you like to stream, you can use an XLR microphone on this, and you can have line in sound from whatever you want, and it'll combine them all together. Also in the box, you have your standard USB-C to USB-A cable, but it's also nice because this is a convertible USB-A, so you pop off the end here, and then you have a USB-C to USB-C if you want to use that. And it looks like they also give you a line out. So again, very, very simple. So if we look on the front of the device here, what you'll see is that you have 4 volume knobs, right? So pull all these down, and each one of these corresponds specifically to things on the back here. You do have 48-volt phantom power, and that's something that will help you specifically with the XLR coming in, giving you that extra power. It has some voice changing effects, so it looks like monster baby elder, male female robot, blah, blah, blah. But it also has some interesting custom buttons. You have the ability to mute each one of these, so you can see on the bottom here, this is for the mic, this is for the line in, this is for your headphone, so that's for monitoring, and then this is for your line out. If you have a device that records specifically from the line out, so let's say you have an external audio recorder that's not a computer, you can use this specifically to hook to the device and record that way. So you have a lot of sort of configuration options that I think are very important. Like I said, you have the USB out that goes to your PC, but you also have line out that can go to that other device. So let's go ahead and get this hooked up, and what I'll do is I will switch over from that point forward to using my XLR microphone that I have up here. Like I said, I'm using a USB microphone that you're hearing right now. You'll actually be able to start to hear the difference that an XLR audio interface can make. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is, if this cable is long enough, I'll go ahead and hook in my XLR microphone. So at this point in time, the microphone is hooked in, but it's not working yet. I'm going to go ahead and hook up the USB-C to my computer. All right, so once that USB-C is hooked up, you're going to start to see the power come through for the device itself. Immediately, you start to see the response from my voice. You're not hearing my voice on the recording yet, but it is picking it up from the microphone. If I was to pull down the volumes here, you'll see that you no longer see that reaction. So I can kind of change it and move up the volume specifically. I don't have a line in, I'll keep that down. I'm not monitoring, and I don't have a line out. All I have is my microphone. It has the 48-volt phantom power, so we'll go ahead and turn that on, and then I will go ahead and now switch the recording over to that new device. Test, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I've got the FIFINE audio interface hooked up to my machine through USB-C. And I've got my XLR microphone on. I've got the 48 phantom power going, and it is now going from here into my computer, and that's what you're hearing. So you're hearing my other microphone, which also happens to be the FIFINE AmpliGame microphone that I use all the time, and it's now coming through XLR into the system, so you can hear the difference. So there's a couple different things here. You have lighting settings on the box itself, depending on what sort of mood you want for your audio interface, if it's something you want. You have the ability to change your voice. I'll go ahead and change it from male
to a female voice, to a baby voice, and then to an elder.
And then in order to turn that off, you just hold it down, and I don't use a lot of voice changing stuff, so I'm not going to use that much. And it comes with 4 custom buttons here, so you can kind of set up custom actions on the computer. It does, like I said, have a mic mute button, so if I'll go ahead and push, and now I'm back, okay? So it's literally just that simple. And I think that a lot of people get intimidated when it comes to XLR microphones because they're not 100% sure what they need or what they need to use in order to get that XLR microphone working. In this particular case with my microphone, my FIFINE AmpliGame microphone up here, it is a crossbreed. It's kind of like a USB microphone and an XLR microphone. So I can choose to use USB if I want, or I can go ahead and use XLR. Now, I used USB for a long time until I was able to get an audio interface like this, which allowed me to hook the XLR up to the back and then go ahead and hook that just directly into my USB-C port. Couldn't be easier. Very easy to use. Now this one's going to be great because I'm excited to be able to use this not only for my daily recording, but also for streaming and for podcasting. What I want to be able to do is use this for a microphone and also be able to monitor and also to be able to have sound coming in, because when you're doing sort of that podcast, you want to be able to maybe play a video or something like that. You want to have an audio coming in here. And in that case, you see the line in. I would go ahead and change the different volume level for that line in. If I was streaming with a video game, I might want my microphone to be loud. And if people are telling me, hey, your game volume is drowning out your voice, I can go ahead and easily change it here without having to mess around with the computer. I have all the controls on the outside here. So it really is kind of a one-stop audio interface, set it and forget it. And the best thing about the whole unit is that it is affordable. It's a sub $50 unit that immediately gives you that ability to hook up your XLR microphone or whatever you want and just go. Thanks again to the folks at FIFINE for sending this over and having me test this out. I'm really excited to use it in my new setup for a 10,000 sub celebration video. I'm doing a whole desk setup here behind me, so I'm excited to use this. But again, thanks to them for sending this over. If this helped you out, or if you have any questions, give me a like, subscribe. I'd love to see you back. Ask a question down in the comments. I'll answer anything I can. But until next time, this is Carl from Techful Goodies, and I'm out.